This unsettling incident occurred in the life of my uncle, a 44-year-old goods driver employed in the South Indian railway system. Working diligently, he received an unexpected call one day regarding a boxcar train assignment. Having undergone training to become an electric locomotive driver, my uncle was entrusted with a new electric WAG 9 locomotive and assigned a novel route. The journey progressed smoothly until they reached a junction where a scheduled express train needed to overtake them, leading to a 3-hour wait. It was during this pause that the eerie events unfolded. Within the initial 10 minutes of the stop, a blood-curdling scream pierced the air. Alarmed, my uncle glanced at his co-pilot, who mirrored his shock. Concerned, he radioed the train manager to inquire about the scream, but the manager claimed not to have heard anything. Despite this, the unsettling incidents persisted. After 35 minutes, a passenger train unexpectedly sped past, violating speed limits and employing an illegally configured locomotive with outdated coaches. Another scream, louder and more ominous, reached my uncle's ears, intensifying his unease. Seeking solace, he decided to have a smoke, opening the cab door. To his horror, he glimpsed what appeared to be a head impaled on a spike in the distance. Discarding the cigarette, he hastily shut the door, then rushed to the rear cab, locking it securely. The co-pilot's subsequent scream confirmed that my uncle hadn't imagined the gruesome sight. As the scheduled express train thundered past, they witnessed a decapitated, naked man, an image that haunted them long after the incident. Putting the locomotive in full throttle, they narrowly avoided damage to the hooks. Fortunately, this was their final stop. The following morning, my uncle reported the chilling experience to South Indian Railways, prompting a brief investigation that yielded no conclusive findings. A month later, he operated the same train on the same route, yet encountered no anomalies. The surreal nature of that night lingered, plaguing my uncle's sleep with recurring nightmares. With 18 years in the railway industry, my uncle remains perplexed by this inexplicable event, struggling to find a rational explanation for an occurrence that defies the logic of his extensive career. The unshakable memory of that fateful night continues to perplex both him and his co-pilot, casting a shadow over their understanding of the ordinary workings of the railway system. I'm a 25-year-old man, and this tale recounts my first hiking experience, a nightmarish venture that I wish had never happened. It was well into the night when one of my friends called, claiming to be right next to my house on a hiking trail. Despite the late hour, my best friend and I, armed with heavy-duty flashlights, agreed to join him, assuming the well-lit path would make our journey easy. Little did we know how wrong we were. Navigating through the damp forest, we encountered a group of other hikers. They invited us to join them around a campfire, each recounting eerily similar stories about a dark black monster that would tear into tents, victimizing those inside. Strangely, my friend shared a tale mirroring theirs. Curiosity, or perhaps a false sense of security, led us to accept their offer to sleep in their tents. Sharing the cramped quarters of a tent with my larger friend wasn't a pleasant experience. Amidst the night, I heard unsettling sounds emanating from the bushes, a creaking, shuddering noise suggesting an unseen presence surrounding us. Glancing out of the tent's small, fractured window, I saw a shadow, an ominous silhouette looming over us. Alarmed, I woke my friend, pointing out the encroaching darkness. Both of us hurriedly exited the tent and witnessed the shadow enveloping the nearest person. A chilling scream echoed as blood filled the victim's lungs. Panicked, we joined the others outside. One of them restarted the fire, claiming it scared away the shadow. Questioning their knowledge, We learned they were stuck there until death, and we were too, unless we offered blood to the shadow. Reluctantly, we endured the longest night ever. As the shadow closed in, the fire dwindled, and desperation set in. In a horrifying turn, hikers began pushing each other into the fire, realizing their cotton clothes would ignite. One unfortunate soul, thrown into the flames, writhed in pain, only to sprint into the shadow. Crunching sounds accompanied blood spewing from his body, leaving us all covered in the gruesome aftermath. Miraculously, the sunrise accelerated the end of this nightmarish ordeal. My friends and I still discuss that harrowing night, occasionally visiting the hiking trail during daylight hours. However, the memory lingers, and I vow never to stay